I know it's our responsibility to decide to appoint you or not to appoint you. I mean, to recommend to the president to appoint you or not to appoint you. But do you think it's fair for this body to recommend to the president to appoint a person who's going to serve for less than a year in a court where we're actually struggling even to get people? If we appoint you and you go on retirement, it's almost going back to square one. So, in all fairness, and we are going, if we recommend you, we are going to recommend you now is April. We don't know when the president is going to appoint you. He takes his own time. He might appoint you in June, after June. He just appointed now the SABC board. It took forever for him to appoint that board. So it might take whatever period for him to appoint you. And that becomes less than a year into retirement. Really, do you think it is fair for not that you are appointing, but in helping this commission to come up with a good decision? Because after we take a decision of appointing, we'll get subjected to scrutiny. We get criticized, we get applauded and all of that. Do you think it's the right thing to do at this stage?
Fair enough. Thank you for the question. I see fairness slightly differently. If I was competing, there are 5 vacancies. If there were 5 candidates standing, I would not have applied, because I would have taken a position where somebody else could have gained that experience in long term. So I see fairness from that perspective. There are 2 candidates and there are 5 vacancies.
But what do you do to the fiscus? I mean, you are going to get some increase for a position that you almost served for less than a year. Sorry. And then you go for the rest of your life with that package. What do you say to the fiscus?
May I assist?
Yes.
The starting point is that there is no extra remuneration. So if that was a perception by anyone who's not a judge, then if I could assist there, and I'm sure the judge presidents will confirm that, there is no extra remuneration. There is only extra work.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Now the last one, CJ, through your indulgence, the complaint, I know you don't know the merits of the complaint and all of that, and the same happens to all of us, that this complaint is here. We can't do anything about it. We can't say it is a strong case or serious allegations or anything of that sort. And I also don't know, because when they say there is a complaint, in the absence of anything before us, we then Google you, then there will be this tax issue, or maybe we don't know what the issue.
What issue? My apologies.
No, I'm not saying there's an issue on you. I'm saying, if I were to Google you, and then they say there is a tax issue about you, I didn't Google you, or there is sexual harassment against you, or there's GBV against you, I don't know what the complaint is. But the complaint is firmly there. It's there. It's undisputed. The JCC, they've received the complaint, and the problem is that on our side, the matter is not being resolved, right? And we also don't know what the issues. Will it be fair for us to appoint you without knowing even the merits of the complaint? Because it is undisputed that there is a complaint. It is undisputed. And only after we appoint you, the details, because remember, that's why we said this matter, if it can be resolved outside, let it be resolved, because we didn't want to raise this out of respect in the presence of the media. But once they hear now that there is a complaint against you, then they go and dig up on the complaint, and boom, here we have appointed a person who's accused of serious violations. Will it be fair for this body to appoint you with this complaint that it is before us? Or should we wait and say, let's have the matter resolved, and then we can look into your candidature, perhaps if it's possible. Thanks, CJ.
Thank you. The OCJ had 2 years to find this. I wrote. It's there. It's on the application, and the correspondence is attached at the end. I glanced at it. The only complaint, sorry, I can't say only complaint. The complaint is regarding a delay in a judgment, delivering of a judgment. That's all. It's got nothing to do with my behavior. It's got nothing to do with anything else. So, I believe my record is good in delivering of judgments. Again, I'd like to know what year that was, but I don't think it's current. And I believe that the profession as a whole, through their input, considers me to be courteous, considers me to be hardworking, diligent, applying. So it appears to be a matter concerning a long outstanding judgment at that time. But again, perhaps the Chief Justice can assist us to the year when the complaint was lodged.